Hey, guys, he's got tiny freaking shoulders. Welcome to the party. And it's not going to look better once they put pads on. He has no shoulders. The bigger problem with this guy might not be the arm length, but it could be the wingspan and the reach. And we have our guy, Coach Will, who made a guest appearance last week.
Yeah, Crazy Will from down in Rhode Island.
Coach Will, Will in Providence. He's got a lot of, man, he's got a lot. He's got a lot up there in his brain. And he was telling me, he said, forget Will Campbell's arm length.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
He
said his center of mass is all out of whack.
He's built like an A, not a V. Most linemen are built like a V. Wide shoulders, you go down to the waist, and he's reverse of that. I've said it from day one. His head is so big and his neck is so large that they're on like little skinny shoulders. He has Drew Bledsoe and Peyton Manning's shoulders. He has the shoulders of a guy I played with by the name of Mike Bertrand. He was our third tight end behind John Burke and Ben Coates. He was our long snapper. Played in the league for like 14 years long snapping. He had the upper torso of a little person. And he had the torso of a big guy down below. And it was crazy. And we'd be in a shower like, dude, like this is insane, man. Like little arms, little shoulders, but like long, big, thick legs. And it worked for him, body-wise, because he could bend over and spread it wide, and he'd be able to snap it well. He was a good snapper.
So I looked up last year. Michael, when it was healthy, played in 17 games, started all 17.
I heard he looks big. Not good big.
I did hear that.
Not good big.
It's back-to-back off seasons, isn't it? Where he's coming a little.
He's a big guy. But what are you going to do?
Got paid, forgot to get weighed. Let's get to his snap count, though, from a year ago. He started all 17 games.
Yeah.
He was on the field for 93.4% of the Patriots' offensive snaps, right? Because guys come off the field, they get dinged, whatever it might be. So I just was like, what? He played more snaps and was on the field more than any other offensive player. That was 1,021 snaps last year. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just assume that's a fair number to take. Is Will Campbell going to be great with his technique? Because that's what I've been told. That's what Phil Perry himself was telling us that Dante Scarnecchia had talked about. Kid's got great technique. That's how he overcomes his physical shortcomings. Literal shortcomings. How many of those snaps is he going to be good for with the technique? Out of it, let's say 1,000. Let's just give it a big round number. Let's assume it's 950.
I think it's got to be more than 90.
Right?
I mean, how many times did we look at it where you were reading Pro Football Focus numbers that I went nuts on, where like the tackles graded out really well in a bad game, and I just watched the game and I'm like, they did not grade out well. I'm like, oh, it's 95% more. They grade out 95 pluses. Bull crap out of that. It's like, what are you seeing? And we're gonna have to evaluate Will the same way. It's not just gonna be the grade plus minus. You'll be able to see, did he get beat on that? Did the quarterback help him out by sliding right? I'll break all that down.
Will Campbell had this great clip at LSU talking about how, as an offensive lineman, you're going to be perfect on every play, because if the guy opposite you beats you one play a game, that's one sack a week, and he's a first-round pick, and he's getting paid. So that to be an offensive lineman, you don't really have that luxury of just giving up one sack a game.
Right.
So let's assume if he's playing in 17 games next year, and he's great 95% of the time. Do you know what that kind of shakes out to? Like, if you're bad on the other 5%, it's 3 sacks a game you're giving up, right? Which is a crazy number. It's absurd. Right. That's not going to happen, I assume. But let's assume it's 98% of the time that he's great and is able to overcome it. Like, just don't sell me on the idea that 100% of the time he won't get beat because he's got such good technique. Because he doesn't have the ability on these other plays to rely on physical tools. He just doesn't have them. He wasn't born with broad shoulders. He wasn't born with arms that would be long. That's just his genetics. There's nothing he can do about it. In fact, I give him a lot of credit for being as good as he was at LSU, playing at that stage and that level, being as good as he was. But I don't think it just automatically translates to the NFL.
It doesn't. I mean, it's work. It's different. The blocking schemes are different too. The good thing is they put his locker, his locker right next to Morgan Moses.
It does look big. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, his locker mates with Morgan Moses. So like he talked about, he's asking all the right questions. He's a good kid. He's hungry. And Moses, he's a veteran. He's going to help him with that.
Wenu looks ready to play tackle though.
Right? He looks like a tackle. He never looked like a guard.
He looks like a tackle. He looks like a tackle more now than ever.
He looks like a right tackle. That's what he looks like. Yeah. Because he's not tall. He looks like Membu. Like sing.
Yeah, he does look like he's got that now with more weight on him. He's got that same build.
He looks like a right tackle.
Look at some of this footage though. Look at how small he looks out there.
Who's that?
I mean, he's got a tight end line.
Go back. Rewind that, please.
Who's the tight end?
Long
next
arms.
to him?
I was going to say long
right?
arms.
Who's the tight end standing next to him?
I think that's Hooper.
I couldn't tell what the second number was, and I don't know all the guys that are out there at this time of year.
Great radio.
Shut up, T-Bone.
Break your film down.
Can we rewind there? We just want to see and confirm that's an 81 and that it's Hooper. Yeah, there was one clip.
Here comes
Hooper.
Hold on.
85. Henry.
Oh,
Henry.
Hunter Henry. Wow, he looks lean. Yeah. He looks good, huh?
Good. Yeah.
Wow.
He looks really good.
So Hunter Henry has very long arms, and he might have average arms. They just look exceedingly long because he's lined up next to the tackle, Will Campbell. Tackle. I use the term loosely. He's going to be a guard, though.
It's the shoulders, man.
He's going to be a guard.
The shoulders. Look how little they are.
Yeah, they drafted a guard. They drafted a guard. Drafted a guard.
Let's see. Give him a shot. See what happens.
Might be a great guard. He could be Joe Tooney.
Tooney extended $35 million, 2 years with the Bears. Wow.
Pats didn't want him, though.
Nope.
They didn't want him back. Why would they want him back? What do they want to mess around with that for? What's the point of that? Eric? T-Rex.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I know you guys don't watch Hacks. Right? Do you watch Hacks?
No.
I watch Red Sox every night.
No, the TV show Hacks, but there was a reference to this song in the latest episode, or one of the recent episodes. One of the main characters in that show, part of the plot, is that she's from Waltham, by the way.
No, really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Ava is from Waltham. Ava from Waltham, as they call her in the show.
And they say it correctly?
They do, because one of the main writers is from here. So, I think one of the main writers grew up in Milton, I think. I think that's what it is.
Oh, South Shore.
Oh, South Shore.
Bob Sosie's neck of the woods. Phil Perry's neck of the woods.
He still gets bugged by that, by the way. Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.